Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about my life. But don't worry about the thing that's going outside this room. Fan is blowing, but we're going to be in my closet for right now. So um, today I'm going to be talking about my life. Since I'm finna graduate, I might as well talk about what's going on with my life. So, and up to this point. So prepare for the ride. It's gonna get a little deep. So let's talk about it. So I grew up, very blessed, very, just very blessed. Two loving parents, a loving brother, grandparents, and all that. And first, second, third, fourth, fifth. We're gonna start with that segment. So third grade, first, second grade were perfect. No problems at all. My third grade was when I kind of got diagnosed with tics. I would make that type of noise, or I'll squeak. I kind of still do it today, but not a lot. Bite my nails, but I wouldn't call that, you know. And then fourth grade, I got diagnosed with ADHD, and in fifth grade was when I kind of had OCD, because I kind of went to therapy for it. I don't know if I have it. I gotta check, but I kind of have the symptoms, because I'll do rituals before I do, like, if I use the restroom, I'll wash my hands or I'll do like rituals, like I couldn't I can't go to sleep unless everything is perfect. I can't, what I'm saying, or I'll go use the restroom a lot. Or I'll just think about the smallest things a lot. So, and with that, we're gonna go to fourth grade, because that's when the story starts to get. Well, this is the beginning to the downfall of a die. The rise, fall, and a little bit of a rise to a die. So, fourth grade, I hate to say it, but I was a bully. Fourth grade, I was a. Let me see if I can block the. Does that work? I don't know, but fourth grade, I was a bully. And I was hanging around in this corner today because I was hanging around with the cool kids. I was just being a follower. I was being a bum. And with that, it came with a price. This is when I changed. This is my first time I changed. It was one time in fourth grade where I was fourth grade, and there was this girl, and she was on my team. The teacher was picking. It was fourth or fifth grade, I don't remember, but I think it was fourth. But she was on my squad, and the teacher picked her on my squad. But I was, when you don't want a person on his team, you will make a, funny, being a bully. So with that, I was being a bully, and I made her cry. And I looked at myself, and I was just disgusted with myself. It wasn't funny. It wasn't a cool thing to do. It was terrible, So, I looked at myself, and I'm like, Adai, you gotta change, bro. So I changed. I was the person. This is, Jesus Christ, corny, but it's the only way I could put it, because I was still kind of popular. I was definitely one of the popular kids. Definitely. Sixth grade. from 7th and down, I was up there in popularity. So, I was like the popular kid you could hang around with, just hang around with everybody, and I stopped just being a bully, and life got better, had more friends, and yeah, so 5th grade was cool, 6th grade was cool, nothing really happened in those times, me being just chill, having a blast, just me being friends with everybody. So 7th grade comes, pause, but 7th grade appears. And this is where my disdain for sports, my disdain for the culture of sports, my disdain for just everything about sports comes from. 7th grade year was the downfall. 4th grade year was definitely, I wouldn't say the beginning, but it was like the prelude. 7th grade year was the downfall, the beginning of the downfall of a die. 7th grade, this was my first time being introduced to athletics. I wasn't good at football. I wasn't a football player. But I love football, I like football. I just wasn't a football player. But basketball was where it's at. I wanted to be a basketball player. So 7th grade year, I'm balling out. It was the first game of I'm playing for a school, so this is my first game for a school. So I'm balling out. I ball out. I drop like 17, 19 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. I mean, I'm going off. So the next day, I'm living off that high. And this is when I realized, you can't live off a high for too long. You got to bring it down. You got to maybe enjoy that high for 30 minutes and dip. Let that high go. So, after that, whatchamacallit? I was balling out, and in me balling out, I lost track for what I was saying, but I was living off that high. And the next week, everybody was coming towards me, yo, Adai, bro, you did your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? You cool in my book. All this, and I'm just like, yeah, I guess. But then that was the last time I can ever trust people for what they say. You know what I mean? And this is where my trust issues kind of begin. I can't really trust what other people say and how they perceive as me. And I deal with a lot of to this day, just being quiet, me just, scared to take that risk of trusting somebody. So it was these 2 kids. One was good at football. It was the two kids. One was the best at football. The other, the football player is always going to play basketball. And the other was the best at basketball, the top one in the top, in both. So the next game, practice, and this is where I just can't believe that word of, and I still have trouble believing in, we're not going to make fun of you, or if you try, we're going to congratulate you for trying. It doesn't work like that, and I have trouble believing that. To this day, and I don't want to make a mistake. I'm scared of I want to be a perfectionist, and I hate making mistakes, I just can't stand it. Not can't stand it. I'm scared of making one mistake, and it came in my 7th grade year. So we were in practice, and we're practicing, and they're just making fun of me after every, like, I just make one mistake and they'll make fun of me like a die this, a die that. And I'm like, cool, I guess. I made a mistake. You know what? They're right. I got to do better. So I make one mistake, some mistakes. You know, it's practice. You're going to make mistakes. You make mistakes to do good in the game. But, I mean, in practice, they were just grilling me harder than everybody else, it felt like. I mean, on my case, making fun of me the most. When I'm, you know what? I don't want to sound rude, so I'm not going to say it. But I don't want to sound like I was, you know what? I'm not even going to say it because it's going to sound bad. So, but I'm not even going to say it because it's going to sound bad. But they're grilling me the hardest. And I wouldn't say I'm a prodigy, hype myself up, but all these other kids were training, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this off of just, I wouldn't say athleticism, but I'm doing this off of just me picking up a basketball. Like, my skills didn't, I mean, I went to camps, but I wouldn't really call them camps. Like, them camps were ABA. Camps that you go to if your kid doesn't even know how to dribble a freaking, you know, I kind of say I'm a self-taught basketball player. Like, I just picked up a ball and I was just naturally good at it. Naturally good at playing basketball. You know? And all these other kids, some of these kids were in camps, you know, had personal trainers. And I'm like, and they're grilling me hard. And at the time, this is just corny, but I gotta be brutally honest. I'm gonna be blunt in this video, guys. I was like the 3rd best player on the squad. I was like the top 3 best player on the squad. And I guess they were either jealous of me, of my talent or something. But I wouldn't lie. I was like the top 3 best player on the squad. And they were just grilling me the hardest. I don't know if I did something wrong. And most of them kids on the team played at AAU. I played the max I played was ABA, and I was sticking with them. I was better than some of them. So, they were hating on me. These 2 kids in general, these 2 people. It was the 2 people on my basketball team that were just grilling me. Out of everybody else, they were on my case for me making one singular mistake. So after every mistake, after every week of practice, I just started declining in the games because I couldn't take it no more. It was just a mental decline in me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe in my skills. I didn't believe in my handles. So I just sit in the corner and just dribble it back, just pass it off. I didn't believe in my skills after what they were saying to me. How could anybody believe in their skills? After everything, you make one mistake, you get the basketball and dribble it once, oh, they're on your case. So I just passed it off. So, pass the ball. It was no point. I was the 3rd best player on the team, one of the best people on the team, but I couldn't make the choice. The top 2 people had to make the choice. And that's how sports work. And that's where my disdain for sports come from. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the big guy. You got to give it to the star player. You can't make the big moves. Because at the end of the day, we're human. That guy bleeds the same as you bleed. But, because this motherfucker dropped 30 last game, he has the balls to do that. No, fuck that. You give me the ball, I'm shooting it now. And if I miss, I miss. But back to the story. they're grilling me, and I mean they're just grilling me, and it was the last game, and this was it broke me. It was the last game. It was the last it was the last game of 7th grade. We were in practice. We were like, I was on 18. And it was, the B team was playing. So we go to into a different gym, and we're just shooting around. And the other team came in, they were just shooting around. And it was the one good player that I'm talking. Out of the two, it was one player. Practicing, was shooting around. Me and him was talking. I don't remember the exact, the whole sentence, but I remember these 3 words. How can your own teammate say this and you say it was joking or it was funny? He said, "You are nothing." That broke me. And I'm still trying to recover the pieces to that. It broke me so much. It broke me to the point where I never believed in my skills in basketball ever again. And after that, I never tried in sports or in anything in life again. And I still don't try in anything. I can't show that I'm trying, because if I mess up and try, then it's a bad thing. Because I tried every time in practice, I gave it my all. But I guess it didn't mean nothing. You can give it your all and they still don't see that you're giving it your all. So, and that's when I stopped trying. He said, "You are nothing." And I gave up on just everything, and I went downhill from there. I just let myself go. 8th grade, it was terrible. I didn't care about nothing. I gained weight. I was just a bum. I didn't care about sports. I wanted to get out. I wanted to go home. Be in my shell. I wanted to go. And I never wanted to, come back. But 9th grade, it was looking up. My brother is, at the time, this is 9th grade. So on the 9th grade, my brother is a goat at sports. You know what I'm saying? This dude was top 1 in his school for sports, bro. No bullshit. See, so me and my brother, I moved to my brother's school. High school. This dude is goated at sports, top 1. And this motherfucker is goated. So of course he's gonna have some fucking status. And I'm a Nepo baby. In 9th grade, I was definitely a Nepo baby. If I was a nobody would have talked to me. Nobody would have fucked with me. Nobody would have cared about me. I would have been a bum. So I was living off my brother's hype. And I steady called myself a pussy, a bum, a loser for living off my brother's hype in 9th grade. He was like the best, And I was just living off his hype, And it was it was sports. I was trying to get into sports, but nobody cares about you in sports. And I realized this is that sports, you just gotta stand up for yourself. And I guess I couldn't stand up for myself. And I'll say, and I'll take the blame for it. I couldn't stand up for myself. But I'm gonna get more about the sports part later. This is gonna be probably a long video. I'm just telling you the story. So something that happened in 9th grade, it was like kind of the end of the school year. This is when I knew I was just a bum, a loser, a fucking clown. I was a nobody. I was a bum. My brother, me and this kid was playing this kid, and this kid pushed me, and I pushed him back hard, and then he pushed me hard again, but I fell, and everybody was looking, and I started crying. So when me started crying, I went to my brother and told him what happened, like a little bitch, like a little bum, and I still look at myself to this day as just a disgrace after doing that. Because what happened if that kid had a weapon on him, and he, did something to my brother, that I should, you know what I'm saying? So after that day, and I told my brother, and I just looked at myself like the biggest wussy, the biggest pussy, the biggest bum, the biggest loser, the biggest dickhead, the biggest just scumbag, the biggest bum ever in life. And I couldn't do it. And I just went deep down. And that's when I just said, fuck this. So in 11th, 12th, my 10th, 11th, I just said, "Die, look, you're not going to talk to nobody else. You're not going to talk to nobody. You're going to be a bum. You're going to be a loser. You're going to sit alone. You're going to be that kid who just sits alone, don't talk to nobody, don't be with nobody, and just chill. Because you can't handle the problems." So I just did that. But with my 10th grade year, that's when I just lost all social skills. I wasn't social. I was blocking everything off. I would go home after school and just be in my room. You know, I wouldn't talk to nobody. But I mean, nobody really talked to me anyway. And it would just build up rage. And I kind of still have built up rage. Just built up shit that I just want to take out. You know, and I can't find it. So I just learned how to just say, you know what, forget about it. I learned how to forget about it. Forget about all the problems. And just say, you know what, who cares? And that's when I just started saying, who cares? Or I don't care. When everything bad just happened, I don't care, bro. But really and truly, I cared. So I just started losing all social skills. I started losing everything, you know. I just started losing, you know. I started losing everything that I just started losing that glitz and glamour. But and with that, and then 11th grade year, it was just terrible. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was just closed off. I was just a bum. But my 12th grade year, now I have friends, but I mean, I still don't talk to nobody. You know, I still don't know how to talk to people. I lost everything. I lost everything in my 10th grade year. I lost all my skills. So when I'm around people, I just be hyper, or I'll just talk a lot, and I guess I would be annoying, and I don't know how to just I guess. And I just, nobody really talks to me, and I don't know how to, like, you know, receive. I don't know how to receive, like, praise. You know, this sounds corny, but it's the truth. Like, when people like post, or when people, I'm just not used to people liking my post, or people liking me, like my friends, or people just liking my you know. So I don't know what to say. Like, I know to say thank you, but like, it's just weird to me because nobody did that. You know, I never really had people who watched me, only my parents and my brother, but I mean, that's normal. But nobody, like, you know, my other peers liked my or people, nobody really liked my so yeah. But I mean, I'm doing good now. You know, I just go home, chill. If you see my Instagram posts, I'll be posting funny faces. But that's really it. I try to show my humor, but I mean, it's no point. You know, I'm gonna get more into it later, but that's really what's going on with my like the first, second, you know, from 1st to 12th grade, what was going on. Now we're gonna get into some topics that, you know, sports, and I already told you my disdain for sports. Sports is just so garbage to me, They don't care about you. I can't stand sports. I hate everything about sports. Ever since 7th grade, it just, they don't care about you, dude. I promise you, man. They don't. Y'all need to see that, bro. They don't care about you. None of them really care about you in sports in general. You just gotta have a name, or you gotta be, the coaches don't care about you. Nobody really cares about you in sports. I can't stand it. I hate it with a passion. I don't even watch sports no more. I just can't. I hate everything about sports. It's just the rage that I have for sports is so strong that it's just hard to burn out. But because of just what happened, they don't. You could try your hardest, but they don't care. They think that you can do that every day, but you can't. And it's just. And this is where my fear of just being on the top, being looked at, and I guess that comes, like, people liking, that's where people liking my post or something. Just people showing love is hard because it's like, I don't know how to react. You know what I'm saying? People, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to take it. Pause. But I just don't know, because, but it's cool. I'm used to, like, being, like, roasted on, being a joke. So, just, I wouldn't say I'm a class clown, but I'm used to, like, people laughing with me or at me, even though it hurts when people laugh at me. I know they're laughing at me, but I don't really care. Well, I do care, but, it's cool. But another thing that I want to talk about is just trusting people. Or like me feeling not wanted, but like, I don't know, like, in my eyes, like, I'm gonna ask y'all, do I look good? Nah. But if I'm gonna say this, I wouldn't say I was ugly, but nobody really, like, I never really had nobody, like, if y'all say I look good, right? I don't have self-confidence because growing up, no girl ever really, like, talked to me. I wasn't the cutest person ever, and I still don't think I'm cute, Yeah, you see the workout videos, you see the body, oh, bro, dude, you're fine, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, but it's hard, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, wow, bro, like, growing up, like, having a glow up or something, if you call it, because I don't really call it a glow up. I still think I don't look that good to people. It's hard because I don't think I just never really had confidence, and nobody really, like, looked at me like, oh, bro, take this dude seriously, or people looked at me like I'm fucking the cutest dude ever, or I had girls on deck. No, never, bro. Come on. And honestly, it just, so I just don't have it, I struggle with self-confidence a lot. Yeah, you think getting in the gym, having muscles would just deal with it, but no, it doesn't, bro. Like, the way I won't say the way I grew up, but you know the story. Freaking people freaking just shitting on your whole existence, fucking just messing up once. You know, the him saying also that has to play a big part. Him saying that you are nothing, that plays a big part in why I feel like I don't look cute or I don't look appealing to girls, you know, or other people. I think I look like a bum, you know. So, and I'm not, I mean, yeah, I say, like, if you hang around me, I'm gonna be like, oh, bro, that girl's looking at me, dude. Yeah, I'm hollering, but really, nah. I just do that because I don't know why I do that. I don't know why. But yeah, and I guess I another thing. I guess I'm kind of annoying. Um, so people kind of scroll past me, or they kind of like lose. Like it's probably what the last girl did. Um, the girl that the story of the story time. That's probably why she left. I was kind of probably being annoying because I don't know what to do in situations like that. Like I never been in a situation where somebody really liked me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a joke. You know, I'm a jokester. You know, so everybody thinks that. Like if you get to know me, like I'm a jokester. You know, I joke a lot, so people don't take me seriously. But like sometimes I'll be serious, but it goes on harsh ends, and I guess people kind of like see that, and they probably get annoyed at me for being too much, which is cool. I don't got a problem with that, you know. I'm gonna keep doing me. Guys, to, man, for real. But it's like, cause I'm doing like now I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I care what other people say about me still, but at the end of the day, it's just fuck them. You know, they don't like it. Let them move on, man. For real. Because I'm not changing no more. You know, I'm not going back to change for other people. I'm gonna be me. You know, I want to post cringy, post trash. You know, be a cornball. And if they don't like it or if they think it's corny, then fuck them. You know, because they don't get it. That's just how I am. But you know, another thing is it's just life, man. For real. So, but that's really well, not really it. I'm doing good now. You know, I'm graduating. I have a job. Got a job. I'm chilling, you know. I'm just doing me. And it's cool, but I still get that. It's like I want people to talk to, but nobody really talked to me, so I kind of don't want that to happen, which kind of sucks. It's like I see people with friends, see people with all these people. They can talk to people on Instagram, and I want that, but deep down, it's just something telling me like, or like when it does happen on some occasions, like I don't know what to say. Like, what am I supposed to say? Because I'm not used to having somebody, you know. But it's cool. I'm chilling. I'm doing my own thing now. I'm getting to the paper. For real. I'm getting to the money. trying to make that money. You know, got a job. You know, now life is good, you know. I guess you could say everything worked out, but yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know. It's not supposed to be sad. This is just me going through what's been going on. Well, what happened from first, basically what my mind is, the graduation special, and how my school life went. So I'm probably going to title this video My Life So Far, or My Life Timeline. Something corny. But yeah, chilling, you know? That's what y'all need to do, man, for real. Because at the end of the day, and this one I always say, man, nobody really cares about you, yo. For real. You will know who cares about you, and you will know, and you just won't. You will know who cares about you, but you won't know who cares about you. Let me say that again. You will know who cares about you, but you won't know who cares about you. Let me abbreviate on that. You will know who is who actually fucks with you, but you won't know who actually fucks with you. You can have 10 friends, and out of those 10 friends, you know 3 people fucks with you. But you can't tell if those 7 other people really fucks with you. That's what I mean. So, just what I'm saying. You can't trust these people. And I'm kind of going to a different topic. These relationships, man, they're getting weird. You know, I know they say you gotta trust your you gotta trust your love, but at the end of the day, bro, it's hard to trust something when you look like me and there's a fucking 6'5" freaking dude who could just swoop in and take your girl, you know. Like, when you deal with low confidence, it's like, damn, she chose me? Did she go low? Or what? It's just that simple. But yeah, chilling like a villain. I kind of think we're done with the video. I mean, what's else to talk about? It's my life, the ups and downs, but I feel like that kind of made me who I am, because now I don't make fun of people no more. I don't do that. That shit's for the birds, bro. This shit's so lame. Like, if you make fun of people, like, you are a loser, like, real time, bro. Like, there's people you know you should make fun of, like some dirt scumbags, but then there's people where you just, if you make fun of people just in general, if you make fun of people who don't deserve to be made fun of, you're a loser, you're a bum, you're a weirdo, you know, you're a bully. So, but I had to get that off my chest, because I was going to make a video like this, like way back in January, but that girl was on me, you know. She left, though. It's cool. It's cool. But, and I was just gonna make a video like this video, December of last December. But I held off for graduation, the graduation special. So, but we're done with the video. Hope y'all have a blessed day. I'm gonna probably make another video. Today is Thursday. Probably make another video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because, you know, my graduation's on Saturday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, expect a video from me. And yeah, we out. Hope y'all enjoyed.